So Sharp and Almighty got some weird, awkward tension going on. Now, I'm so not nosy that this was all going on under my radar, right under my nose, without me really knowing. For some reason, I still thought that Almighty Suspect and Sharp were best of friends, you know, was big homie and little homie. I mean, I had no reason not to, bro. Like, Almighty and Sharp has been close, are probably the closest co-workers at No Jumper, right? Like, Almighty's earliest interview at No Jumper, he even shouted out Sharp and said he wanted to meet him.
Up here, should I bring Sharp in this motherfucker?
Oh God, where you at? I would love to rub shoulders with some gentlemen, especially if you like Sharp, for sure.
Oh, so you respect Sharp game?
Definitely, you got to. That's one of the greats.
Dang. Oh, he one of the greats. Elaborate. Let me tell me about it.
He got trophies. He got trophies and shit in this. My mama.
Yeah.
Nah, Sharp been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done for sure been hip to what he got going on for a minute. For sure. Sharp a vet.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a vet.
Oh, you
I ain't
a
even
vet?
gonna cap. Nah, Sharp is a vet.
Not
old. Sharp is knee deep in this. You know what I'm saying? For real. Nah, that's some ism I respect. Definitely.
Yeah. I like that, bruh. What's up with you, man?
I mean, listen, the relationship hasn't been 100% peachy. There has been some bumps in the roads and arguments on camera, but these arguments really wasn't anything.
It's a fact. You have an opinion.
These are statistics.
Man, you talking about 14 billion. You talking about 14 of the black people that are billionaires. Man,
I'm talking about we can prove. You talking about
I'm talking about that we can change.
I'm talking about how you feel. I'm talking about
we can
I just
change.
proved it. 14.
I'm talking about
14
shit
out of
we can
3,000.
change.
Did I not prove something, Rockstar?
Oh, he put you in it, goddamn.
Did I not prove something? Come on.
Those arguments they would have on camera would be literally nothing because afterwards they would go back to being best of friends. And for every argument they did have on camera, they did probably an equal amount, if not more, great work tag teaming together and doing interviews. Like, for example, one of their best work is when they came together like Fusion to mark out Kelpie.
You got no money. You got no game. You probably spent your last $75 in Burlington buying that bullshit.
It's a fur coat, rabbit coat. They don't sell that at
Let's
Burlington.
keep that a band. Couldn't go to Zara at least.
Dang.
Let's see.
You bum.
Am I wearing anything on here?
Bum
When?
trash.
Am I wearing anything on here?
That's not my friend. Sharp is not my friend. Wow. That's not my man.
Why is that not your man?
This is not.
He said,
but I'm not gonna lie up here though.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie up here either. Like, you feel me? I'm just not.
That started off as your boy.
Yeah.
That started off as your boy.
Yeah.
And what went wrong? Because that was your nigga.
Man, it was just a lot of weird shit I ain't gonna really say. But you feel me? A lot of weird shit behind closed doors where it's just like, man, I don't know this nigga. I don't know this nigga like that. I ain't gonna do too much. You feel me? I ain't gonna do too much because at the end of the day, that's my coworker. But it was like, nigga, man, y'all see, look. If y'all wanna know how I feel about a nigga, just look how I get at niggas on camera. And you gonna see exactly how I feel about anybody.
Wow.
So, okay, so we can go back to that thing, because we can go back to the Drake line. And niggas was laughing.
I think that nigga was trolling. Guys.
It was at this moment it clicked for me. The Drake incident. Because that was the last real hardcore, disrespectful, combative argument I've seen Suspect and Sharp engage in on camera. And that was over Sharp thinking or believing that Drake shouted him out.
To it, man. He had said, here, let me go ahead and quote it real quick.
Drake gave you a shout out, Sharp?
Yeah, man, a little something, you know.
I heard it.
What did he say?
That explains why.
He said, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was he. You feel me? Because the nigga talked about him and saying he had an A minor. He said, but niggas gotta be sharp. And I went and looked at it. I said, maybe he just said be sharp. Nah, he said it like how I'm feeling. I'm like, all right, yeah, he mentioned me.
Oh, wow.
I appreciate my nigga, man. Fuck with him. He saw all that. He saw what I was going through, what I had to stay down for. You know what I'm saying? Through all the commotion.
And you watch No Jumper.
He knows I'm outnumbered right now. He knows I'm cornered. We is light skinned. I've interviewed his artists. Hey, mind you, I've interviewed the niggas artists and everything before.
Yeah.
So there ain't no secret. Plus, I done went viral, nigga, multiple times. Not just here, but on other niggas shit. Remember that. Celebrities walk up on me, I don't even be knowing they fans of mine. Straight up. Let's not ever get it up, nigga.
Now, here's the thing, bro. Sharp is my guy, and Sharp is our guy. So regardless of what we think, we're not about to step in and tell our homie, hey, bro, Drake ain't shout you out. But Almighty Suspect is a tad bit more honest and direct and straightforward than a lot of us, right? So when Sharp came on the Monday show to sort of speak about Drake shouting him out, Almighty Suspect had a more brutal response, and that ignited a full-on argument between Almighty and Sharp, where Sharp told Almighty he's gonna break him for one of his.
We know
how to fuck him out of my mind.
You got a shrine in your bathroom. We know who you
Nigga, we did it for the bitch.
We know who you going for.
Man.
We know who you going for. You got a shrine in your
And that's
bitch.
gonna stay up.
You got a shrine. I know. And Drake Balls is gonna stay slapping all of your nose.
Bitch, have her take a
Drake
picture
is
of
gonna
that
shoot
shit.
all of your nose. Drake Balls is slapping all of your nose right now.
You gonna take your next bitch is crazy.
Pick up the slobber, nigga. It's dripping all on your draw. That's Drake, nigga. Pick the slobber off your chin, nigga. Yo, he take that shrine down and got your mouth, nigga. And then I had to hand him a napkin. Because all the nuts was just slinging all down his chin. And I had to hand him a napkin. So I'm out crazy right now.
Handing me a napkin. It's crazy. It's crazy.
A lot of people look at this conversation from a bird's-eye view and thought this isn't a conversation among dudes who really have respect for each other. This is kind of odd. Now, I am a civilian. I'm tender, right? I'm not in the game. Now, the game could be described as pimping or money management or whatever, right? But when you're in the game, apparently taking somebody's girl is a sport, right? So Sharp would hone in on that and tell Suspect he's going to move him for one of his girls. Now, Suspect would tell Sharp, you can try if you want. I don't care.
Go in that.
You can't even say. You can't even say it.
Oh,
For
really?
the hoe.
I bet.
Suspect who?
That's how you gotta do it, bro.
You can't even say it for the hoe.
My bitch don't want to be nowhere with the Drake posters, ganger.
Hey, you never know.
So which bitch get moved first though?
Hey, you have action. Try your best. Try your
Try my
best.
best. I never tried.
Try your best.
I don't ever try.
Try your. Hey, you clearly try.
That's how we do it.
Go right.
That's how we supposed to do it.
I'll walk you
that's
right
how
to
we
the front
supposed
door. Try your best.
Walk to the door.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, you get out of here.
Nigga, pick the slobber, Drake nuts all off your face and
I
get the
told you,
fuck
stop
out of
being
here.
That's the biggest context clues we have for why Sharp and Almighty Suspect may be beefing. Because Almighty Suspect did tell T-Rail that it's a lot of things going on behind the scenes. So did Sharp make good on his promise? Did Sharp attempt, or did he move one of Almighty Suspect's girls? Or did Suspect move one of Sharp girls? Are they beefing over 304s? I don't know, right? Now, what we do know, though, is that Almighty Suspect and Sharp are not on the same page in terms of knowing when this beef started. Because Sharp would take to the No Jumper show to say that he was actually surprised when he heard that Almighty Suspect was on Back on Fig telling people that they weren't friends. He said he was.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't see how that nigga was surprised. You didn't see how that nigga was treating you on the podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could peep the vibe. If somebody don't really mess with you, you can peep it. You can see their energy. You can see how they talk. You can tell if a nigga hating. Simple. So, I don't know. I feel like he's slacking if he ain't peeped that.
It was shocking he didn't know this information.
Do you feel disrespected by Almighty, and what are your thoughts on him after what you heard last night? Does that change how you feel about him at all?
No, because, hey, man, whether you with me or not, if I put you out with you, however that go, it go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, that makes me feel funny, like, to say, like, you know what I'm saying, to even be in that type of seat, to have to do that, especially when I felt like we built some camaraderie or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to say anything negative. I don't got nothing to say negative, homie, about him. Hell, I really had nothing to say negative about Smack. He just got to really popping it, you know what I'm saying? So I had to let Church know what time it was, but all the other, like, I'm not, bro, I have no issue, with nobody or trying to, you know what I'm saying, somebody I've worked with, you know what I'm saying, on me, have had a heart-to-heart with. Like, that's hard to try to go put it on camera and act like none of that ever existed.
Were you surprised to hear that come out of his mouth?
Of course. I was a little disappointed. To be honest, it hurt a little bit.
Sharp is saying he was shocked that he was not expecting to hear that, and he didn't know that Suspect felt this way. Suspect would actually say on stream that he told Sharp, that he texted Sharp, and they already had this conversation before he went on Back on Fig, and Sharp already knew they weren't getting along.
The teams that got first.
why you and Sharp not getting along. I need an explanation for the video I'm working on. I ain't gonna say too much, but all I am gonna say is don't let him play that victim role. Hold on, let me make sure niggas can hear me. Make sure niggas can hear me. Yep, niggas can hear me fine. Don't let niggas play that victim role. He knows exactly my problem with him, and he knows going on. He knows my problem with him. Don't let him act like a victim. I already addressed my problem with him on his phone,
and that's where he feels
way
they can
before
do
he
some
did
damage.
so.
Keep your eyes open down low. It should be a
We
real
ain't gonna let him act like he just didn't know, and I just went on back on Fig, and it was just a surprise. Nah, nigga, you knew. You knew I was talking to you, nigga. I told you.
Bargnani made that shot tougher than it needed to be. Just go straight up with it.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Both parties are not being direct in terms of saying exactly what the issue is. Now, Brick Baby would give some context clues in terms of, man, don't harp on that, man. That ain't nothing. Now, that will lend to the theory of maybe it's over a 304 or a chick, but I don't think that Suspect or Sharp will be beefing over 304.
Yeah, it's not that fake.
I don't want to see them beef.
Me neither.
I don't like it either. I don't like it. I ain't gonna lie. No, but it ain't. It's like, but motherfuckers gotta stand up for what they mad for. Because I know a little bit more. I ain't gonna go into it, but it's just like you gotta come to closure with what was going on. Like, bro, you harping on, you know. Like, come on, gang.
I don't know, man. I'm going to do more investigation and get to the bottom of this, man. But this is possibly going to be a good end of an era if we never see Almighty Suspect and Sharp do another interview again together. I feel like this is going to hurt the fans, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you...
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The way he was coming on so hard, like when he did his first interview and was saying Sharp, like, dang, Sharp that nigga, blah, blah, blah. He was like vouching for him pretty hard, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like hard, like harder than hard type. Like he a fan, you feel me? So who knows, man? Crazy situation. But if I was Sharp, bro, you could definitely peak the energy during the podcast if somebody don't really mess with you, bro. Simple. It's your boy Kelvin, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace. Shout out Flacco, nigga.